Okay, now today we're going to change out the coolant reservoir on a 2008 Malibu. We're going to loosen up these nuts on the top. There's only two. That's a 10mm bolt, or nut, excuse me. And we're going to clamp the hose with the pliers and remove that. Just give it a good twist. Okay, remove that and pull it out of the way. And we're going to loosen the rest of the way and get the nuts off the coolant reservoir. Put them up out of the way so you don't lose them. Then you got a few hoses on the bottom, or actually one hose on the bottom, and it is attached by a stock clamp. You can see that right there, and we're going to tip it the other way because it's kind of put on from the front, so we're going to have to squeeze that with the pliers to get it off. Bend it a little bit so you can see it. Okay, it's out. 2 bolts. Whoops, let's not make the bad environment by dumping coolant around. We're going to get our new reservoir. The factory doesn't know how to put the cap on. We'll put the cap on so we don't get any crap in it while we're hooking it back up. So, there's a sensor here. Coolant level sensor, and that either wasn't on or isn't available on this. Maybe somebody did a modification that we don't know about, so we're gonna look for it. And that may have been deleted. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? I don't see it. Do you see it, Abby? Okay. We're going to go ahead and put this new coolant reservoir in. They're not too expensive. You can get them off Amazon for anywhere between $30 to $40 or so. And we'll go ahead and put that on just by reversing the process. We'll get our hose on here. And make sure it goes on all the way. As far on as you can. That clamp looks like it's preventing it from going on any further, so I'm going to take it back off for a second and try to lower that clamp a little bit. There we go. Let's push it on again. Make sure it goes. There you go. It's farther on there. So we're going to grab our clamp again. Of course, the clamp went and slid a little bit, so it's hard to grab now. Make sure it's all the way on there. Can you see that on the... It's all the way up, and it's up as far as you can. Okay, since we didn't have that sensor there, we're not going to worry about it. Then we're going to break this little tag. It's just one of the don't return it to the store tags. We're going to place it back on the little holder brackets. Lower that down. And then we'll spin these back on. These are just plastic over underneath these nuts, so don't turn them on very tight. All it's doing is just holding it onto the posts there. So they just need to be snug. Now we're going to replace a little hose at the top here. So we'll grab our clamp. We're going to slide the hose on. Again, as far as it goes. And go ahead and put this on. You can see where it was before. Just make sure it stays. Then we should be able to fill it up with antifreeze here in a second up to the full line right here, which is about halfway where the seams meet. So if you spend 10 or 15 minutes, you can do the same thing too. Save yourself lots of money.